Hey guys, we are back with another video where I tell you how to get exactly what you want in your life through manifestation. I'm Candace Chantel, your favorite manifestation YouTuber and the best manifestation coach out there. Now, if you want me to help you get what you want to show up into your 3D reality, whether it is money, love, career, health, whatever, if you can think it, you can have it. Just click the link in my description box below. I've got email coaching, which is like booming right now. It is super popular with my clients. I've got more intense 4-week coaching. I've got custom affirmations and an affirmation guide that tells you exactly how I affirm and how to go through it every day. All types of things to help you get what you want. Now, let's get into today's video. I am always preaching about, you know, tools and techniques don't manifest, and like scripting, visualization, that is not actually what manifests, right? The only thing that creates in your life is your thoughts. But there is one technique. I don't say you don't use them. I say focus on your thoughts first. Add some of these tools and techniques, you know, based on your personality and what you like, and then you'll see your manifestations come in super rapidly. So for me, what I'm giving you, because people ask all the time, like, what's your manifesting process? What do you do every day? How do you manifest so fast? How did you get to this point? I honestly and truly believe that this one thing that I do helps me manifest rapidly. The reason why is because, yes, I'm affirming every day, you know, a couple times a day on the things that I want. I am, you know, if I ever get like thrown off or discouraged because my manifestation isn't here yet, you know, I'm putting my thoughts in check and affirming based on what you know I've written down and based on my little affirmation lists. But I do other things to help me really embed these thoughts into my subconscious, and to help me, if you remember my manifesting process, one of those steps is show up as the person who already has what you want. If you're showing up as that person, you are already putting yourself on the vibration of having the thing that you want, and you are sending out those signals, those attraction signals, because like attracts like, and that's what's going to come to you. It's going to magnetize it to you faster. So this thing that I do every day, it automatically just inserts me into the mindset of already having what I want. And so what I found with my clients is that this is something that's hard for people. If you have like, you know, not the best imagination, or you're just like, I'm sorry, where I am right now, point A to point B is way too big of a gap for me to pretend that I'm already, my car is beat up and raggedy and doesn't work. My AC doesn't work. So it's really hard for me to feel like I'm driving around in a Range Rover. I'm sorry, I had to adjust my angle. Had me breaking my neck looking up at the camera. Okay. Or, you know, this guy has not texted me in days or weeks. The last time I spoke to him, he told me he just wanted to be friends. So how am I going to pretend like everything's all good and, you know, I'm his girlfriend or whatever, or, you know, vice versa if it's with a woman. So I understand how, if you are new to manifesting, or if you are not used to your manifestations consistently coming, right, that it can be difficult to put yourself into that mind space. That is why I love this technique so much, because it literally puts you there automatically with such little effort. If you have a hard time visualizing things, doesn't matter. This technique gets you there without having to figure out how to do all of these other things. And it is so important, you guys, to be able to show up like the version of you who has your manifestation. It is like, it increases your manifesting potential exponentially. If you're just sitting here affirming, you'll eventually get what you want. You will, because those thoughts will embed into your subconscious. That will become your new self-concept, just who you are, the person who gets what she wants, the person who has this thing. But it will take longer if you are not still getting up every day and taking actions and thinking and acting as if you already have what you want, okay? So this just kind of makes it shoot up and happen and appear in your life so much faster. Okay. I'll tell you guys what it is now. So the tip or the technique that I use is talking to myself in the future, or talking to my future self, whichever way makes sense to you. What I do is I have a conversation with myself out loud every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, depending on how good I'm feeling. I have a conversation out loud with myself in the future, with Candace in the future, who already has the thing that I'm trying to manifest. Okay? So that may sound crazy, and you may be like, how on earth am I supposed to do that? The same way you have a conversation with anyone else. What I do is I choose one of the desires that I'm working on, because I always focus on multiple things at one time. There are many people that tell you not to do that. I think you should always focus on multiple things at one time. I'll do another video on that another day. So I choose something that I am manifesting, and I just get in my car or in the bathroom. I like doing it with a reflection and not being weird and just like sitting here talking to myself. You know, if you're in the car, you can glance up at the mirror every now and then and see yourself. Or if you're taking a shower, you can glance over at the mirror every now and then and see yourself. But you want to make it like you're actually having a conversation. And I just say like, hey girl, what's going on? How is it now that you have that manifestation? The subject of your conversations with yourself always need to be something that makes you talk about how it is now that you have your manifestation, what it was like receiving your manifestation, like how you felt, what you did. You can even make up how it came about. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Or instructing, it can be from either way. You can do it like your current self is asking your future self questions, or you can do it like your future self is checking in on your current self to say, hey girl, just hang in there because it's coming. There are so many different ways that you can use this technique, and all of them supercharge your manifesting process, because it forces you to think from the version of you who already has what you want. Not only does it force you to think from that version, it forces you to kind of feel and experience, even though it's fake, it forces you to feel and experience what it's like having your manifestation. So it's like a trifecta. Not only are you embodying the person who has your manifestation, you are embedding these thoughts into your subconscious, because you are telling us things from your future self. You are feeling great. You are feeling it real, like Neville Goddard always talks about. You're feeling like you already have it. You're on that vibration, and you are sending out into the universe these signals that, hey, I have the manifestation. So you're sending those signals out, and it has no choice but to send those signals back to you and reflect what's going on in your inner world. This technique has manifested me so many things so quickly. I remember one thing in particular, because I'm someone who, I love to-do lists. I love like writing, like journals, planners, all of those things. So I remember I was manifesting. This is back when I was teaching middle school math. I used to be a math teacher, y'all. I think that's why I'm so good at manifesting, because I just took all of the information. I'm like, this is not gonna work for me. It's too unorganized. And I just took it and placed it into, oh, boom, 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 boom. Do this. Manifestation comes at the end. Do it again, manifestation comes at the end. That's what I do with all of my clients. I'm just teaching them my process. So I was a math teacher, middle school math, and y'all, I hated it. Taught for 4 years in one school. Before I quit, they were like, well, try a different type of school. I went to another school for 1 year, and I was like, I still can't do this. I hate this so much. I love the kids, you know, always, you love the kids, but if I have any teachers out there, sometimes the bureaucracy of teaching stops you from really being able to reach the kids like you want to, like you want to, right? Because you have, anyway, that's a story for another day. But I was in my classroom, super miserable every day. I was coming home, I was so tired from teaching, you know, 4, sometimes 5 classes per day, depending on if we have like a special session that day. I had my own one child at the time that I could not even play with him when I got home because I was just exhausted mentally and physically from the day. I was like, this cannot go on. And I remember I was writing what I wanted when I was manifesting, and I started doing the talking to yourself in the future. You guys, I went from teaching, and I'm not proud of this, I left in the middle of the year. Yes, I did, for my own mental health and my family. But I went from teaching, it was, I believe it was in March, 5 weeks later, complete profession change, increase in my salary, better benefits that I was currently had teaching from the state, working from home, way more flexibility, loved my new job. And this was, April, I'm gonna have to look it up. It was somewhere between 3 and 5 weeks that I manifested a complete career change for myself. And I applied to maybe 2 jobs. And the one that ended up accepting me, they were like, wow, we actually had stopped recruiting completely, but your resume just like, you know, really lit us up. So it was another one of those situations where it was 100% manifestation. They were done recruiting. I slid in at the very last minute. They weren't doing any more interviews. Because when you manifest, other people will get the ideas. Other people will make your manifestation happen. Someone at this company said, wait, before you close the door, look at this resume. Someone compelled this person to send my resume, you know, to the hiring manager. The hiring manager was compelled to ask me for an interview, even though interviews were over. You see how all of these things work? So this technique is so powerful. And I wasn't even doing it right. I was just learning how to do it, just figuring it out. I was talking to myself so awkwardly. It wasn't natural at all. And this happened, you know, somewhere between 3 and 5 weeks. So now on my level, I manifest literally in days to weeks, just depending on what it is. But you guys, this technique is so strong. I want all of you to practice implementing this every day, once a day, and watch how fast your manifestations start to come. Watch how fast the signs start to come in that your manifestation is on the way. Watch how fast your world starts to shift, all because you are not only talking to that person, you are accessing and unlocking the knowledge that that person has. You guys think it's fake and you think it's made up, but once you start receiving your manifestations, you will just be blown away by how many of the things that you used to talk to yourself about are now coming true. Y'all, I hope this video was not too far out there for you guys. I know some people are gonna be like, talking to myself, what? Like, that's so weird. I don't care what you think. That's how I manifest super fast. And I want you guys to be able to manifest that fast too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Share if you feel compelled. As always, we have openings available for email coaching. That seems to be the biggest hit amongst my clients. People love the fact that they can just email me when they need, you know, some assistance. If you want to get started, I always, no matter how many emails you get, whether it's 1, 5, 10, I always give you a full coaching plan, and I respond to your emails with a video message or an audio message, depending on the situation for that day. So I look forward to speaking with you, working with you if you are clicking the link below, and until next time in my next video.